Hi, Stephanie. We're looking forward to having you speak at our PMI, Central Mass Professional Development Day series we're having in September. We have, just to give us a sort of an inkling of what those sessions would be like, we just want to kind of talk to you a little bit about the topics you'll be talking. One of the things that people have asked is there any tips that you can give on keeping your team engaged?
So the first thing is to think about how do you influence digitally? How do you use the tools to influence people? And so there was a really big push in terms of this idea of influencing without authority, especially for project managers. And so now we want to also make sure you understand how to influence digitally. And a lot of that is this idea of creating presence for people. So the sense that you're there, that you're available for them regardless of the location. And so it might be that they're it might be that your time zones away, and so you're contributing to a group chat, or different ways. You have office hours, ways in which people can find you if they need you. And again, this idea of the sense that you care about them and what they're doing is ways in terms of also being able to promote them. So making sure that you're looking out for opportunities for them that could help in their own development, understanding enough about their location, whether it's a home office now or different locations. A lot of people are maybe not, they're working remotely, but they're coming together in maybe co-working spaces, socially distant with just a couple of people, getting resources for people as they need them, those aspects to it. And what's critical in this case is making sure they understand, and you've communicated, and they understand what value they're adding to the team. Because there's no faster way to engage somebody than for them to understand what I bring, right? Here's why the team needs me. Here's the value I bring. And it's really hard then to say, well, I can't do that. Assuming, you're not having them work 70 hours a week, which is happening in a lot of places now. The reason that remote workers are so productive is because they're working a gazillion hours. And so, that sustainable aspect is really key. But if they understand what value there is, and you as a leader have communicated that, and the team understands that of each other, right? So spreading that leadership and having everybody have a shared understanding of that. And during the session, I'm going to share some research that we did a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago. We released it, and that looks at the ways in which global teams, what makes global teams successful, and what are the overriding factors for high-performing global teams, and what those success factors are. I can share a model on that when we get together. So I think that those are some key areas. Again, this idea of knowing, sharing what value people add, and then also this idea of creating presence for them, virtual presence, so that people have the sense of how they're there for each other using the digital tools.
Great tips. I'm looking forward to learning more about your research.
Yep. Yeah, we have lots to share, so it's going to be important to figure out what we can do to add value to the session, and not overwhelm people. It's always an issue.
Great. Thanks.